And if they don't, it's my fault. I'm sorry. I just you hear that?
Yep, I heard your TV.
Which one? Because I believe you hear some music playing.
There's a matter talking.
Okay. He cut it down. No, he didn't. Can you hear it?
Not no more.
Okay. Y'all come on in for Carol get me.
What I'm gonna say? I can't. Ain't nothing I can say. You over there thinking you grown?
uh, I am.
I ain't said one word.
Hey, hey, they coming back. Hey, y'all. Cause if they don't come back, she gonna come across town and knock my head off.
I ain't gonna come across there and do nothing. No such a thing.
I'll be on here tomorrow.
Trying to make up for today.
Y'all come on in for Carol get me.
I ain't said one word. I'm gonna be quiet tonight. I'm still
Mhm.
sleepy.
Me too.
I looked at the time like, man, that couple of hours went by so fast.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Queen Vanita. Happy
Y'all come
Sunday.
on in. Hey, hey. We had a slight technical delay. It was my fault. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Um, yeah.
She says, hey, two chicks and chat family. Hope everyone
Hey,
had a great day. I'd like to share. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Shanny Boo. She says, I'm back. Welcome back. Hey, Queen
hey.
Lillian. Hold on one second, Tan. I forgot something.
Okay. Y'all come on in. Hey, hey, hey. I messed up the live last time, so yeah. Praying y'all come back because y'all was in here deep, but I needed to do something else. I messed up. But hopefully y'all come back. Hey, hey, y'all come on in. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hit the like button on the way in. Y'all hit the like button. We would really appreciate it. Hey, hey, hey. Y'all come on in. We will be talking about 15 companies hiring anywhere in the U.S. So if you know anyone who lives in those hard to find states, y'all tag them in this live. And
Okay.
oh shoot. Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey.
Shasta. She says, hello, everyone. How's my two favorite aunts liked and
Hey,
shared?
hey,
Thank you,
hey.
Queen. We are fine. How are you? Thank you, Lillian.
Right.
Hey, Tizzy. She says, can you see me? Yes. Hey, Nicole. Nicole is she says, hello from Wisconsin.
Hey,
Okay.
hey.
Welcome.
Hey, hey. Right.
Hey, the relaxation station. She says, hey, everybody. Tizzy says, hello. Hello, Queen. Hey, Billy. She says, I'm new. I'm from Ohio. Welcome, Queen.
Hey, welcome, Queen. Y'all come on in. Hopefully, our regulars will come in. Hey. I think I messed up, but we'll keep going. Y'all come on in. Hope you guys have had a great Sunday and a great start to your week.
Billy says, thank you. You're welcome, Queen.
Hey, y'all. Oh, yeah, April. You're right, Carol. Said she didn't save a second, though.
I figured they probably weren't going to send it.
Yeah.
It just be one. One. Hey, April. How are you today, Queen? Happy Sunday.
Hey. Let's see. Oh. Hey, y'all come on in. We are going to get started in a moment. Hey.
Nicole, she says how to track and keep everything for your taxes with side hustles and websites.
They should, if you make over $600, Queen, they should send you a 1099.
April says, hey, happy Sunday. How are y'all doing today? We are great, Queen. How are you? And hey, Angel. Angel says, hello. Welcome.
All right. Hey, April. Hey, Marty. Bodman. Hey. Hey, Miss Lillian. Hey. Y'all come on in. I ended the live earlier, which they didn't send out another notification though. So I think that's why people didn't come in. I probably shouldn't have done that. So sorry. Hey.
You're not sorry. Lillian, no, hunty, not on Sunday. I usually go out to eat after church on Sunday, so no cooking for me today.
Oh, we already put it on there.
Hey, Multi. Multi says, hello, yay, I finally caught a live video. You did, welcome. Nicole says, even the gaming app sends you a 1099. You may have to keep up with the gaming apps yourself.
Yeah. But I think they are required to if they pay you over $600, even if it's a gaming app.
Hey,
Because
Lady Seven.
they're not gonna want to pay taxes on the money they paid you. So
Lady Seven, she says hello. April says, hi, Queens. Good evening. Hey, April. Welcome. Hey, Celia. She says, hey, Miss Carolyn Tan, liked and shared already. I hope everyone is having a blessed weekend. Thank you, Queen. Happy Sunday. Is it Georgian? Or is it George? They say happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Shasta says hello and welcome to all the newbies. April says, I'm doing well, ready to start working on some Babel projects. All right.
okay.
George says, newbie here, welcome.
Welcome.
Health and Wellness says, hi, Queens. Good evening. Good evening, Queen. Multi says, thank you. Jesus says, Amanda with Ark of Grace Ministries just got a word from the Lord about sending Enoch. Oh, okay. What a beautiful time we're living in. Amen. Nicole says, okay, thanks. Thank you, Jesus says. April says, hey, two chicks, family, and happy Sunday. Liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Queen Natalie. She says, good evening, all. Liked and shared. Thank you. And happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome in. If you are new here, welcome to the live stream. If this is your first time joining us, please let us know that in the chat that you are new.
Yes.
If you are looking for beginner-friendly companies, type beginner-friendly in the chat also. Hey, Leonica. She says, hey, Tan and Carol, liked and shared. Thank you. She says, hey to everyone in the chat.
Hey. Hey. Y'all come on in. You want to get started, Carol?
Yeah, we can.
All right, we will get started. For those of you who are new, welcome. Thank you for joining us. For those of you who are not new, welcome back and thank you for joining us again. I am TNG.
And I am Carol.
And together we are two chicks with a side hustle. On this channel, we post remote jobs, side gigs, and side hustles. We do these lives to help you get started on your work from home journey. If you are new to working from home, if you are not new to working from home, we help you maximize your time and your money. So thank you for joining us. Basically, what we do is we help people who want to work from home or make extra money by way of side gigs and side hustles, and we help you. We have a great community of people who love working from home just as much as we do, and they come on here and talk about the things that they do, how they bring extra money or streams of income into their home, and we talk about it. So if you are new, type I'm new in the chat. If you are not new but have any questions about anything we posted on our blogs or social media platforms, please make sure you put them here. If you have made any money or have gotten a job interview or anything within the last week and you would love to share it with us, we would love to hear about it so that we can celebrate you. And also, if you have made any money off the side gigs and side hustles, make sure you share that with us too. Thank you so much for joining us. Carol will be reading the chat and we will be discussing it. Again, if you have any questions or you're new, make sure you put that in the chat.
I believe we can tonight, Celia. TZ, she says mid-level Okay, Tizzy, but what type? Customer service, data entry. Lillian says, hey, Leonica says, hey, Celia. Angel says, first time joining from Dallas. Welcome, Queen. Celia says, hey, Leonica, Health and Wellness is looking for part-time remote work, no experience, no degree, work when I want, laptop provided. Never seen those Health and Wellness. Not especially not the work when you want, and they're gonna give you a laptop coin. I ain't never seen them. Got some part-time though, but I've never seen that work when you want, the no interviews and all of that, no resume, and it's part-time, and they gonna give you a laptop queen. And we've been working from home since 06. I've never seen that one. Most of those are 1099 and they do not provide equipment. Now we do have part-time. We did part-time a few days ago. I can drop a list of part-time companies in here if you just want to take a look. But a lot of the non-phone, no interviews, the work when you want, some of them don't require resumes. Those will not provide equipment.
Yeah.
At least I've never seen it.
Yeah. And also, you know, when you guys are thinking about work from home jobs, kind of be realistic, because the ones that are work when you want and things like that, they normally don't provide equipment because it's a work when you want type of position, and that is not a good business model for companies who need to track their equipment.
Right. And if you are looking for like non-phone, no interview, we post a lot of those here on the channel. If you go back to last week, the week before, just look at the thumbnails, you'll see that we post a lot of those. So we got like several different lists. So my suggestion with that, if you are here and you're new here and you're looking for non-phone, no interviews, yes, we do have them, but just take a look at the videos that have gone up last week, the week before, and the week before.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many because a lot of people are looking for those. George, same thing. Beginner friendly, no phone, no interview. Take a look at the videos from last week and the week before. Ursula says, happy Sunday, Carlton, and all liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. The relaxation, she says, I haven't received a 1099 from Prolific yet. Okay.
Yeah.
She says, I know I made over 600 last year. At least I'm going to have to follow up with them.
Yeah, I would say follow up and see what they're, it may be that you have to download it or something.
I was just about to say that it might be on the dashboard somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Multi, look in the chat now. I do have the list of beginner friendly. Leonica says, hey, Lillian. Yep, Tan ended the chat earlier, Ursula, the live. Sorry. She didn't know what she was doing.
I didn't.
Nicole says, I'm looking for someone that can go over my resume. I have been applying and nothing. Question, Nicole, are you sending the same resume? Let's start there. Multi says, I have just started looking for my first work from home job. Okay, what state are you in, Multi? Hey, Nadia. She says, good evening, Tan, Carol, and Chad. Celia says, I'm telling y'all, I look forward to your lives every single week. And if you're new here, make sure you got your pen and paper ready. She says, gonna be getting a lot of good info here. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Multi says, no phone is a must, living in a small apartment. Super Start T says, hello, ladies. Not new, just needed to come from behind Tan's bookcase. All right.
Welcome to the light.
Tizzy, so look at the beginner friendly. The link is in the chat, Queen. Hey, Knit and Crochet. She says, hi, everyone. Hey, Autism Mommy. She says, happy Sunday. Show some love by liking and sharing this video. Thank you, Queen. Hey, Hustling Helen. I didn't see you. She says, hi, Leonica. Tizzy says, any full-time. So we post a lot of full-time, Tizzy. I would say look at the beginner friendly list and then look at the videos that are posted here on the channel. Autism Mom says, hey, everyone.
Hi, Queen.
Nadia says, Angel, I'm from Texas, too. She says, hello. Knit and Crochet says, happy Sunday, everyone. Nadia says, I've never seen jobs like that either with providing all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Nope. Mm-mm. Something is not going to be provided when it comes to those types. Short Lady C, what's going on, Queen? She says, hey, Tana, Carl, and Chad, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Hey, Marcellus. He says, hey, beautiful queens. Blessings to you all. Thank you. Lillian says, hey, Helen. I did drop 10 part-time in the chat. Celia, she says, laugh out loud. Superstar T, she says, welcome. Hey, Pinky, she says, Nicole, Sally, you got to use AI to brush up your resumes. Got to fight AI with AI.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says, hey, Helen, Knit and Crochet, Short Lady C, and Shasta.
Hey.
Lillian says, hey, Autism Mommy. And Celia says, hey, Autism Mommy. Nina Crochet says, hey, Leonica. Leonica says, hey, Autism Mommy. Tangi, she says, hi to you all. Hey, Tangi. Short Lady C says, hey, Leonica. Devin, hey, Queen. She says, I'm back. Natalie says, do your own research, please.
Yes.
Lillian says, hey, Knit and Crochet. Short Lady C says, everyone, please like and share the live. Thank you. Thank y'all. Hit the like button. It's free and it don't cost you nothing. Knit and Crochet says, hey, Lillian. I dropped 15 non-phone no interview, but again, search our channel because I drop these like almost every day, if not every other day. Lillian says, hey, Short Lady C. Hey, Terry. She says, happy Sunday, Tan and Carl and chat. Patty says, hey, two chicks and fam. I'm still on vacation. Okay. But I heard we have about 2 inches of snow at home in Virginia. I'm so tired of the snow and ice. Well, enjoy your vacation, Queen.
Enjoy.
Nicole says, how long does it normally take to hear from the jobs on your videos? I applied to a few from last week and nothing. Can't say, Nicole. We don't own the companies, Queen, so
and it's just like a regular
brick and mortar
job.
Do I see Jarvis in this chat? Jarvis, is that you? How you doing, King? He says, hello, Tan and Carl in chat.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey. Long time no see, King.
Right. Welcome back. Patty says it's still snowing. It's supposed to snow all night. Oh, I know you don't like that, Patty. Nikki says, hello, Carl and Tan. Hey, Nikki.
Hey.
Muffy says, thank you. I'm checking it out now. No problem. Toya says, happy Sunday, ladies. Happy Sunday.
Hey.
Nadia says, as I work remote during the COVID pandemic, just a suggestion. Nicole says, yes, because I basically am looking for data entry. So we've been dropping data entry. Drop one a day. Entry level. The Terrence Harvey says, are there any jobs that pay you $500 per day? Never seen it.
No.
And beginner? You're going to have some money for that $500. And no phone?
That's never
seen that. Not for the $500. You're going to have some skills, probably some degrees, some experience, King. I've never seen that. Non-phone beginner, and you want $500 a day. Realistic. Let's be realistic, King. Tizzy, so you will have to, if you're on a phone, change your phone to desktop. And then you can click the links. Terrence said, this is first time here. Welcome.
Hey.
Short Lady C says, welcome, Terrence. Lillian says, hey, Celia. Hey, well, I tried to be me too. She says, happy Sunday,
Hey.
everyone. Angel says, hey, everyone. Can I have the daily pay again?
Yes, I'll get it for her.
So, Terrence, let me ask, what type of skills do you have? Have you worked from home before? What are some of your previous jobs? Let us know, King. We got 40-hour-week companies, but we just need to know, so we'll point you in the right direction. Leonica, she says, I cashed out $22.98 on Payview Point, $122 on Money Time, cashed out $53 on Neon app, 16 cents on Scratch Bash. You promised $8.79, Monkey Mash 59, and Scrambly 71 cents. Congrats. Congrats to you. And she got some other. She says Google Opinion 297, 1763 points on Echo, which is almost a $10 cash out. Currently have $7.10 on MSR. Almost back to the cash out limit again. Okay. Congrats, Queen. Celia says, hey, Lillian. Short Lady C said, looking for my, I ain't seen your friend today. She said, got something to tell them. All right. Virtual Vita, I'm looking for part-time or work from home resumes formatted different from traditional resumes.
Nope.
No? And you're looking for part-time? Okay.
I put the daily pay link in the chat.
Okay. I put part-time in the chat, Queen. Celia says, oh, Leonica, getting it, girl. Leonica says, you know it, and that's just half. Laugh out loud. Celia says, hey, Short Lady C, and she says, good for you, girl. Leonica, hey, Lulu. Lulu says, hi, ladies. Jarvis says, yes, it's me. Welcome back, King. Alicia, she says, hey, y'all. Hey, everyone. Hey, Queen. Short Lady C says, hey, Jarvis. Leonica says, I be on it. Gotta hustle. April says, would y'all speak about the weekly pay gigs and or jobs, please?
Well, do you need a list of weekly pay? Is that what she's saying, Carol?
Yeah, because she said speak about it. We got a link, Queen, with a list of companies. Hey, Teresa. She says, hey, Two Chicks and Family. Patty says, hey, Leonica, Ursula, Nick Crochet, Short Lady C, and Autism Mummy. Celia says, yes, girl. Leonica says, hey, sis, Patty. Terrence, he says, okay. Okay, Jarvis says, Tan, don't be mad at me, but I switched my major from IT to social work. That's good.
I can understand. Not for everybody.
Yeah, but social work.
I need to switch my major too.
Leonica says, the hustle never stops, Celia. Shaquita, she says, hey, Curl and Tan, what kind of jobs or side hustles can I do with the 9-month-old? He has had some health challenges and sees multiple positions, so I need something flexible.
I would say the beginner-friendly positions, ones that you can control your schedule. Was in kind of the same situation, and that's what I did.
Or the non-phone, Queen.
Yeah.
The non-phone, no interview companies.
They
will allow the flexibility.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Terrence says he has never worked from home before. Okay, but what type of jobs, King, have you had in the past? The brick and mortar. Hey, Sense and Cash, she says earn 4 on Top Survey, 51 on Babbel, 2 on Just Play, 4 on Top Survey, 5 on Payview Point. Okay. Congrats. Congrats to you. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Patty. Hey, Pause and Purpose. She says, happy Sunday, family. I hope everyone is having a blessed day. I've been under the weather And I'm glad to be back. Well, welcome back, Queen. Hope you feel
Well,
better. Yonica says, thanks, Tan and Carl. You welcome, Queen. She says, congrats, Sense and Cash.
okay.
Short Lady C says, congratulations, everybody making their money. Lillian says, congrats, Leonica. Mal Wilkerson, hey, Queen. She says, hey, Leonica. Short Lady C. And Leonica says, thanks, Lillian. April says, yes, ma'am. Okay, April. Growing Good Her, she says, hi, Queens. Both Outlier and Prolific invited me to join their platform. Okay. She says, couldn't
Okay,
out.
Queen.
Thank you so much. All right, Queen. That's good.
You are welcome, Queen. Congratulations.
Congrats to you. So Prolific. So if you are new here, first thing you need to do, take some notes. Get your pen and paper ready because I'm getting heated up now. I'm ready to talk. I'm kind of sleepy, but I done kind of woke up now. So pen and paper, new people.
Oh, she ready.
Yep, I done kind of woke up now. I was asleep before we came on this stream. Tan woke me up. So we about to drop side hustles. Starting with Prolific. This is the first one. So I'm gonna put a link here in the chat. Prolific is number 15. Everybody on this chat, if you do not have Prolific in your basket, especially if you new, you need to get this one. This is a non-phone, no interview work when you want side hustle. We've had several kings and queens here to pay bills off of this one. Now, you will be placed on a wait list. So this is normal. So if you see this, don't freak out. Everybody has to go through the wait list. Number 15 on the list, get you a separate email because once you get in the system with a lot of these companies, they will email you like crazy. So you don't want to miss the jobs. So we say for the remote jobs, get the primary email, and then for the side hustles, get a second email. That's the reason why we say this, because again, they will email you like crazy. So I'm going to put the list here. Look at number 15. Go get on the wait list. We've known people to get on the wait list and get off the wait list. This is a survey site, but don't just look at it and say, oh, it's a survey site. I hate doing surveys. That's okay. You'll like doing this one. Whatever you put on the profile, they will send you the surveys that will be centered around whatever you put on your profile. So you don't have to worry about you don't qualify. Some of the surveys we've seen pay $50. If you don't get this side hustle, trust and believe, we got several queens on this live right now. They're gonna get that money. They don't leave it on the table. Do not leave the money on the table. If you know you need some money, first of the month is coming up. We about to drop these side hustles. I told y'all I woke up. I'm woke now. We about to drop the side hustle. So take some screenshots. If you just can't go to the sites right now and sign up, take some screenshots, jot down the information. We do live streams all the time. So you miss anything, you can come back to this one. It'll stay up. If not, join us on the next one.
And so make sure you get Prolific. Again, like Carol said, it is not like your regular survey site. This is a survey site where people are doing some type of research and they need your opinion for their research. So we have had people make up to $50 a day on Prolific. We have kings and queens who earn thousands of dollars a month on Prolific. Well, I'll say like $1,000 a month on Prolific. And also we have had queens who were paying their utility bills consecutively off Prolific. It is a great survey site. Make sure you sign up and get on the waiting list. Number 15. So make sure you check it out. We have we have one queen said Prolific is the truth. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Again, they are a great survey site. If you are looking for extra money, if you are looking for a way to make extra money, Prolific is a good survey site. It will help you with streams of income in your home. So make sure you check out Prolific.
The queen has Outlier. I just dropped Outlier in the chat. This is the ones it's on her. Y'all on her in the chat saying y'all want the non-phone and the no interviews and the work when you want. I'm about to drop them. Look at the chat right now. This is Outlier. This is one of those non-phone, no interview ones. So take a look at the chat right now. Y'all go sign up for that one. Short Lady C, she says, hey, Teresa. Teresa says, hey. Growing Good Hair says, I will be doing both. Laugh out loud. Yep. And both of these that she's doing, the Prolific and Outlier, both are flexible.
Yes.
So for those of you that have small children at home, take a look at, again, Prolific and Outlier.
Yep.
Lillian, she says, hey, Teresa. Everybody's speaking to Teresa. Leona Good said, hey, Teresa, you special. She said, hey, Short Lady C. Okay, so Terrence, you have been doing factory work for 35 years. Okay.
Terrence, I would say check out our beginner-friendly list. Check out VeriFast. If you have a computer, check out VeriFast. Check out Omni. Check out NextRep. Check out Working Solutions. If you don't have a computer, I would say try BroadPath. That would be a great start because they will send you some equipment.
And look in the chat, Terrence. I just dropped the link. And some of the companies are state specific, King. So read the job descriptions to see which ones hire in your area. Teresa says, hey, Lillian. And Short Lady C says, hey, boys.
Hey.
And Teresa says, hey, Leonica. Short Lady C says, hey, Leonica. Virtual Vita says, thanks for your response. She says, I just found you recently. Great channel idea. Thank you, Queen.
And on Virtual Vita, I would say I did a resume live. I don't know when I did it, probably in December. I would go check out that, Queen. And the first thing, like Carol say, if you are sending the same resume to each job, that is a no-no. Yeah. So I would look at that video and then see that.
Teresa said, hey, Leonica. Auntie mom said, Lord, Carl, you was sleeping earlier, Queen. I was, child. I'm woke now, y'all. I'm woke. I always learn to say good evening. Short Lady C says, welcome to all the newcomers. She says, be prepared for what you are about to hear. Thank you, Short Lady C. Leonica says, hey, always learning. On the Terrence, so just pay attention to the chat because all the links and everything you hear us talk about, we are putting the information in the chat. It's going kind of fast, though. Short Lady C, your friend here. Hey, King Earl. Short Lady C says, hey, always learning. Earl said, peace, fam. I'm late, but I'm eating some cake.
Oh,
Earl, you too funny. You're too funny, Earl. Knitting Crochet says, I was accepted to another book review job now. I have 2 more eggs in my basket. All right, Queen.
Let's see.
You gonna get on. Let's find that one. 21. I got it.
Oh, okay.
Number 21. You can get paid for reviewing books. Easy side hustle. All you got to do is sign up with your email. The list is in the chat. Look at number 21. Celia says, hey, Teresa. Leonica says, I'm always looking for extra ways to make money. Terrence said, yep, first of the month. I already know. Alicia says prolific is the truth. Love me some prolific. So this is one of our queens in the chat that does prolific. Again, do not leave this one on the table. Go and get on the wait list. First, get you a separate email outside of the email that you use for the remote jobs. Take a look at the list. Go to number 15 and sign up. King Earl is in here. If you don't sign up for prolific, King Earl is going to get all the surveys. He is one of our older kings, and he is getting these surveys every day, every other day, making money from the house. Yep, we have seen the $50 surveys, Terrence. Yes. Always Learning says, hi, Short Lady C. Hey, Priscilla. She says, evening, Carol and Tan and family, liked and shared. Thank you. Hey, Lorraine. She says, happy Sunday, kings and queens. Happy Sunday, Queen. Welcome in. Short Lady C says, hey, Priscilla. Hey, Lorraine. Hey, Reba. Reba says, hey, Carol and Tan and all the queens and kings on the live. Congrats to everyone still getting them eggs, liked and shared. She says, take your neighbor some of their groceries while they still watching. Hey, Sherry. She says, hey, beautiful queens. How are you guys doing? We are great, Queen. How are you? Short Lady C says, hey, Sherry. Claire says, hello, Carol Tan and chat. I wanted to know what kind of recording device do you use in the apartment shops? I do believe you have to be discreet. Should you use your phone?
Is she saying for the recordings?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No, you should not use your phone. We recommend, and a lot of the individuals who come that's in the community, they use some type of button camera or pin camera or what else, Carol? It was another
The
one.
glasses.
Oh, the glasses. And there was one more, but I can't remember. And that's how they would record those. Using your phone is probably not a good thing because you are, again, a secret shopper or a mystery shopper, and you're trying to do it discreetly.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Betsy. How are you, Queen? Long time no see. She says, hello to chicks and fam. Chat. Thanks for all of the hard work you ladies do for us every day. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Terrence, he says he does have a computer. Okay, King.
Okay. Well, then check out the beginner friendly.
All right, Shasta. We see you, Queen. If I can get to it. So Shasta says, receive my official offer letter from Cloud Workers. Currently working on project with Utest for $600 at the end of the 2 weeks. Just landed 2 more projects on Utest, 25 on gig spot, 50 on cash job, and 10 on play reward.
All right.
Congratulations. All right now. Go ahead, girl.
All right.
And Utest, is that the one where you test like different
websites, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Easy side hustle. And I think we got that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, be sure to go and check out Utest. Thank you, Queen, and congrats to you. Anybody else has any good news that they want to share with the family? Y'all be sure to drop it here in the chat. So Utest is one of those sites where you test out different websites. I don't think you have to have like a resume, interview, and all of that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. You just sign up.
Mm-hmm. Lillian, she says, hey, Sherry. Sherry says, hey, Short Lady C. And she says, hello, Lillian. Hey, Tammy. Tammy says, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Short Lady C says, welcome, Vita. Lillian says, hey, Short Lady C. Teresa says, hey, Tammy. Hey, Miss Tran. She says hello. I mean, Mr. Tran, I'm sorry. He says hello, Tan and Carol. Hi, welcome. And he says hello to everyone. Lillian says, hey, Tammy. Queen T says, hey. Hey, Alfreda. She says, good evening, everyone.
Hey.
Thank you, Mr. Tran. He says, like and share. Thank you.
Thank you.
Lillian says, hey, T. Show Lady C says, hey, Tammy. Shasta says she got 205 on Scrambly, 103 on Just Play Girl. She said swag, but she got 400,000 points. Okay.
All right. I think we got swag books. Hold on.
Congratulations. Teresa says, hey, Mr. Tran. Show Lady C says, hey, Trini. They pay up to 60 per book, Terrence. Hey, Maya. She says, hello, ladies. Welcome, Queen. Show Lady C says, hey, Queen T. Graham says, hi. Hi. Tammy says, hello. Oh, the book review was 30. Okay, girl, that's good.
Right.
Congrats. So, again, y'all look at number 21. If you want to review some books, Easy Side Hustle. Number 21 on the list, all you have to do is just sign up with your email. Queen T says, hi, Lillian and Short Lady C. Lorraine says, I applied to Live Ops, DRC, UPS Roadie. She says she got approved for Cambly Kids, Babel Working Solutions. All right, girl.
All right.
Good. Congrats. Congrats to you, Queen. Babel is a good one, everybody. Let me go and find it, and I'll put it here.
And I did put swag books in the chat.
Okay. So Babel is on this list. This is a no interview one. I was hired recently with the company. There are some other ones on here, but this particular one, they don't do interviews. You don't need a resume. You can pretty much just do this one whenever you want to. So look at the first one on the list. This is one of the ones where you will be talking to someone else. So they're basically paying you for your conversations. Working Solutions, this one is a beginner-friendly company. They don't do interviews. Number 6 on the list. They are looking to fill thousands of positions with their TurboTax client. Beginner-friendly, everybody. Number 6. Tan used to work for this company years ago. Leonica, she says, hey, T. Lorraine. Congrats, Shasta. Lillian says, hey, Lorraine. Show Lady C says, hey, Reba. Leonica says, hey, sis, Sherry. Maya says, my first time here. Welcome, Queen. Thank you, Queen T. Sherry says, I cashed out on the Brox panel, $25, branded Prime Opinion, and a few more. All right, girl. Congrats. Leonica says, congrats, sis. Sherry and T says, hi, Leonica. Sherry says, hey, sis, Leonica. Show Lady C says, welcome, Maya. Hustling Helen. All right. Testimony after testimony. Prolific, she got 1932. Cloud Research, 673. 1087 pending. Echo, 4,000 points. $15. YouGov 25,000 points. Payview points 738. Fetch rewards 8,197. Survey Junkie $2.99. Surveys on the go $12.18. All right, Queen. Congrats. Now, Queen here on the screen, everybody. This is Queen Hustling Helen. This queen is in her 60s and has over 50 plus side gigs and side hustles. So do not sleep on the side gigs and side hustles. If you are looking for a remote job, keep looking, keep pushing, keep applying, keep sending the resumes and filling out the applications. But in the meantime, we still got to pay Mr. Bill, right? In the meantime, get you a separate email and start signing up to the side gigs and side hustle sites. Autism Mommy is in here. The queen has 60. She is a stay-at-home mom. She homeschools her children, and she is a business owner with 60 plus side gigs and side hustles. And if you ask the queen, does she want a full-time job? She probably cuss me out. She probably say, Pearl, no. And all of her side gigs and side hustles can be done from home. I don't think she has any outside of the home. Now, we do have some other queens and kings that do like mystery shop sites outside of the home. King Earl does product tube, where he has to go into stores and video tape products or video record products, talk about the product, record the product. So he does that side hustle outside of the home. But it's kind of like whichever ones you guys feel comfortable with doing. Some people don't want the survey sites, the gaming apps, but then we have others that make good money off of the survey sites and the gaming sites. So it just all depends on what you guys want to do. Sherry says, thank you, sis Leonica. Celia says, Sherry, congrats. Lorraine says, hey, Leonica and Lillian. Short Lady C says, hey, Helen. Leonica says, you're welcome, sis Sherry. Leonica says, congrats, Helen. Maya says, thank you, Short Lady C. Sherry says, Celia, thanks. Why Try to Be Me says, for anybody using the pen cameras, which ones are you using? Short Lady C says, hey, Betsy. Earl says, hi, Short Lady C. Knitting Crochet says they can have a key fob camera too. Oh, they had the key fob. Thank you, Queen. Yeah. So Knitting Crochet says the key fob camera too. You can get that one. Leah Love Lab, good evening. She says, good evening, Two Chicks fam.
Thank you.
That's what I thought. Thank you. No problem. Charlotte C says, hope you had a great birthday. Helen says, hi, Priscilla. Charlotte C says, hey, Leah Love and Laugh. Leah Love and Laugh says, thumbs up the live stream. Everyone, we have 79 people in this chat.
Thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Thank you, Queen. Okay, it's through handshake. Okay. Maybe they partnered together. Never know with these companies, child. Teresa says, hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. Bessie says, hey, Short Lady C. Shasta says, thank you. Teresa says, hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. Short Lady C says, hey, Alfreda. Lillian says, hey, Live, Love, and Laugh. And she says, hey, Teresa and Short Lady C. Since Day One says, oh, Utest is an app. Yep, Earl, we see you. Your friend says she see you clearly. Yeah, Frida, we've been great, Queen. How have you been? The relaxation stage. She said, I just want to say I love my first little non-phone job with RWS. I have been with them for about a month. Okay, girl. Okay. She says, thank you, ladies. Congrats.
All right.
Congrats, Queen. RWS, a lot of people lately have been getting hired with this company.
Mm-hmm.
They opening up the floodgates.
So y'all make sure y'all check out RWS.
And I got them somewhere on the link somewhere.
Let me look.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tan gonna go look. I ain't gonna even ask her this short lady. See, Teresa said you had a birthday too in February, Earl. So I put Babel Terrence in the chat, King. Earl says, okay, thanks, y'all. I've been on her for a while. Earl, you been missing. Priscilla, she says, hi, Helen. They say, yeah, we can see you, Earl. Hey, Tracy. She says, love it. Thank you, Queen. Veronica says, made $1,000 since November from Outlier. Just started with Handshake AI. Y'all see this?
Right.
All right, Veronica. Congrats.
All right, Queen.
So the Queen has made $1,000 off of Outlier. A lot of people made some good money off of this one. So I'm putting the link here in the chat. This is a non-phone, no interview, flexible for those of you that are looking.
All right.
So RWS, we do have them on a list of other companies, number 10. They are number 10 on this list.
Yeah.
Non-phone, no interview. So go look at Outlier, non-phone, no interview, work when you want. RWS, same thing, non-phone, no interview, work when you want. Tracy, my first time too. Welcome, Queen.
Hey,
Teresa,
hey.
you know by now, that most of these don't include our state. You funny, Teresa. Sure Lady C says, congrats, all you money makers. Tammy says, congrats, Helen. Terrence says, wow. Lillian says, congrats, Helen. Maya says, any recommendations for practice typing? Yep. Typingtest.com, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
You can practice 24/7. This one helped me to improve my typing speed and skill a lot. So I put the link in the chat. Hey V Parker, she says thank you for the list link. You're welcome, Queen. Priscilla says congrats to you, Helen. Short Lady C, they are in Washington. I'll tell Mama, what you laughing about? Shasta says that Utest sends a questionnaire to see if you qualify for whatever projects they're offering. She says, FYI, if you receive invitation to email, do not snooze on accepting. The offers go fast. And she says, congrats to everyone. Poise Purpose says she got 120 on Sego. Market for 6. Just Play, she got 41. I need to get back on Just Play. Y'all queens making some money. Eureka 10, Branded 25, Ellis Phone Survey, she got $25.
All right.
All right, boys. Go ahead, Queen. Congrats.
All right. So let's talk about this Queen's list. This Queen is, and we'll talk about the mystery shop first. How about that? So this Queen did Ellis, which is normally a outside of the house mystery shop, but I see they had a phone shop in her area and she got $25. Ellis is a great mystery shop company in which you pretend to be a renter and you can go and visit apartment communities and you pose as a renter. So with this company, there are kings and queens who are earning $1,000 a month, thousands of dollars a month with just this one side hustle. Ellis pays well. they pay even better bonuses. So if you can jump on and get with Ellis, it is a great one. Again, it is outside the home, but it is a great mystery shopping company. Market Force, that is another mystery shop company. And if you do not know what mystery shopping is, it is where you go and pose as someone who is be receiving a service. So it may be you go to a fast food restaurant, you go to a grocery store, somewhere where there is a service being offered, you will do that. So we like to say you can mystery shop anything from churches to strip clubs and anywhere in between. So that is a great side hustle. A lot of our kings and queens do the mystery shopping. Carol prefers the mystery shopping inside of the home, which is done via phone or sometimes computer. I prefer the outside of the house where I can just get it done quick and easy. And a lot of these mystery shop companies pay what we call net 30, which means that you will be getting paid 30 days after you did the shop. But again, there are exceptions to that rule. So make sure you check that out. Just Play is a company that pays you to play games. Now, the thing with Just Play is that they pay you for the amount of time you spend playing. There are companies that pay you for the levels that you achieve, but Just Play is not one of those. They pay you for the time you actually spend on the game. And the last one I'm going to talk about is Branded Surveys. Branded Surveys is a great survey site. We had a king who was earning over, he was earning $300 a month with a week with Branded, and we had Miss Felicia, who was able to pay all her monthly bills with Branded. So make sure you check out Branded Surveys. Okay, girl.
And I am dropping the links to the ones that the queen here on the screen is doing. So again, pay attention to the chat. Leonica says, congrats, Poise. And Poise says, thanks. Reba says, all right, ladies, getting them eggs. Just cashed out again on my surveys yesterday and today. $25 gift card, Walmart 10 into my PayPal from Survey Junkie, 60 from user interviews.
All right.
Go ahead, Queen Reba.
All right.
And user interviews, it's like a focus group from home. And we do have that one. I can find it. So look on here, number 17 is user interviews.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else have any good news that they want to share?
Yeah.
Even if it's old news and we missed it, drop it in the chat.
And again, if you are new here and you come looking for a part-time job, we're not saying that there are not any part-time jobs, but again, a lot of times there are constraints with the part-time jobs, like the training may be in the morning, or they may not start at the time that you want it to start. It may start at 4:00 and you need 5. And if you're having that issue, check out some of these side gigs and side hustles. You don't have to do an interview. You don't have to wait on somebody to call you back. You don't have to wait until, you hear from them to say, hey, you need to take an assessment. None of that. You will merely sign up and they will contact you back and say you can begin shopping. So make sure you check out these side gigs and side hustles, because usually you can start the same day, if not the next day. And again, no interview. You don't have to have anybody standing on your shoulder. You go do what you need to do, or you do what you need to do on the side gig and side hustle, and then you're done. I think the thing that a lot of people, and we are trained to change our time for hourly pay. And we are all taught that. I need to make $15 an hour. I need to make $20 an hour. I need to make $25 an hour. But think if you can do tasks and get paid in a task-based way. So let's say, for instance, I'm going to do mystery shop. I'll just say I'm going to do Ellis. Ellis may pay me 40, 30, $40 just to go do a shop that may take me 15, 20 minutes. Now, they also may pay me a bonus of maybe 2 to 3 times more the shop. And that's what, maybe if the shop was $30, that's $90 for the bonus. So I earned $120 in, say, 20 to 30 minutes. Which one sounds better? $120, 13, $15 an hour, or $120 in 20 to 30 minutes.
I'll take the 120, Alex, in 20 to 30 minutes.
So again, we are all guilty of thinking that we need hourly money. But again, a lot of the task-based things, the mystery shop, the focus groups, a lot of the testing things, they are task-based, meaning that you are paid per task. And it doesn't matter if the task takes you 10 minutes or 50 minutes, you are still paid that same amount of money. Again, if we are conditioned as people to think that we need to exchange our time for hourly pay, when again, proof is in the pudding. Autism Mommy, Queen Angela, Queen Cynthia, uh, Hustling Helen #1 and #2, and there's so many others, they do task-based work. So again, if you are looking for that hourly money, think about it in a way that you are getting paid per task. Which would you rather do? And a lot of people worry about if there's enough work for these task-based things. Again, we have kings and queens on here. That's all they do. Queen Autism Mommy, I know she's been here 3 years, probably longer than that. I just can't remember at this time. But she's been here 3 years, and she's been doing these side gigs and side hustles for 3 years. And if I'm wrong, Autism Mommy, correct me. So if that doesn't show you longevity with these side gigs and side hustles, I don't know what the. And this queen adds more and more every year.
Right.
So.
And congratulations again, Queen Reba. And Queen Reba is one of our older queens. She's in her 70s.
Oh, wow.
So Queen Reba can do it, folks.
Yeah.
Ain't no excuses. You can do it too.
Mm-hmm.
Leonica says, you're welcome, Poise Purpose. And she says, hey, Reba. Hey, Shanna. She says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Queen. Hey, Marie. She says, hi, ladies. Snowed in on the East Coast again. How is everyone doing? We are great, Queen. Stay safe and warm.
Mm-hmm.
Short Lady C says, hey, Shanna. And Shanna says, hey, Short Lady C. So, Miss Q, I dropped the link again to RWS group in the chat. Earl says his birthday was February the 19th.
No.
Bianca says, happy belated, Earl. And she says hers is Wednesday on the 25th. Okay. Teresa says, awesome, Earl. Happy belated. Mine was on the 7th. Well, happy belated, everybody.
Yes.
Veronica says she made about 10 with money time. Okay.
All right.
Congrats, Queen. The relaxation, she says, is a degree needed for a handshake. I don't know. We'll see if the Queen can answer. April says, congrats to everyone. Earl says, thank you and happy birthday to you, Leonica. T says, happy belated, Earl. Tracy says, yes, English teacher. This is right up my alley. Okay, Queen.
Okay.
Growing Good Hair says, hello, how long did it take to make the 1,000? I don't know. Maybe somebody can answer.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley says, somebody mentioned us in a video. Really, Ashley?
Who?
Tanya said, who was it? If you can share. Veronica says, also keep my family in prayer. We are going through some extremely hard times right now. Okay, Veronica.
Praying for you, Queen.
Praying that everything gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Celia says, happy belated birthday, Earl and Teresa. Easton's Day One says, whoa, $10 is good for money time. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Going her, she says, oops, got it, laugh out loud. Leonica says, you're welcome and thanks, Earl. Show Lady C says, praying for you, Veronica. Teresa says, thank you, Celia. Growing Good Hair says, congrats to everyone. And Earl says, thanks, T. Veronica said, yeah, but with money time, you can't cash out until you hit the $2 mark. Hey, P. Crowd, she says, I'm on a new app called The Bridge, play games, answer surveys, scan receipts, etc. Okay. Ashley says, I have a master's degree and don't make much money at my current job. I love that y'all shared the work anytime jobs. And she says, thanks. You welcome, Queen. Hey, Queen Shirley. She says, good evening, God's girls in chat. Liked and shared, got hired with Prolific, made $15.89. Just play. She got $14.42. Eureka, she has $7.89. Did 2 shops with Market for us. Okay.
All right. Congrats, Queen.
She says, thanks to you, ladies.
All right.
Leonica says, hey, P. Cross. Short Lady C says, hey, P. Cross. And Leonica says, congrats, Shirley. Lady 7 says, just play is just handing out money.
All right.
She says, loving that app too. Autism Mommy says she got an email to do a book review. All right. She said, just check the email to read. Book review. Go ahead, Autism Mommy.
Yeah, I don't think you can get paid to read. Let's Queen about to.
And Autism Mommy up here on the screen, everybody. This Queen has 60 side gigs and side hustles. A teacher, tutor, a wife, and a business owner. So ain't no excuse, everybody. Get you a separate email. Go and research these companies. If you run into a stumbling block, we do live streams a lot. So you are more than welcome to come back if you have questions about anything. And again, Tan said, if y'all want to get paid to read books, look at number 21. Link is in the chat. Everybody run and sign up. P. Cross says, hey, Leonica, how are you? Reba says, hey, Leonica, congrats, especially all our new family. Congrats, Veronica. She says, wow, favor is keeping us on top of it. Don't hate Peeping Toms, participate. Reba be tickling me. Reba said, participate. Don't hate, participate. Thank you so much. Terrence says, thousands a month.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we had one Queen Terrence who came, what was that, in September. She was part of the government shutdown. And in October, she made $2,500. Or was that September $2,500? Then October $3,000. That's what it was. Then after the government shutdown, she was over. She went back to $2,000 a month. I don't know if that Queen is in here.
Growing Good Hair. So the company is Ellis Queen, and I just dropped it in the chat. Getting paid to be a renter. So if you think about it, we all have done mystery shop before. We just didn't get no money. So if you are going to, I use this as an example, McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and you like to eat fast food, or you have children that like fast food, look at Market for us. You could be getting paid to go to these places just to order the Big Mac combo, or the number 2 with a drink, or coffee, or some type of orange juice, McGriddle. So look at number, no, not number. Look at Market Force. I'm dropping a link in the chat now, everybody. You can get paid to go to McDonald's, go inside and take pictures of the restrooms. A friend of mine, on a good month, she can pull in over $1,000 off of this one company. We do have a lot of fast food shops in our area, so everybody, it will be different for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But these are some quick, easy ways to make money from home. You don't have to worry about them calling you saying, hey, we need some shops. They're not going to do that unless they really are in need of the shops to be done. They'll email you or they may text you. Also, with these, you don't have to have experience. You don't need a resume. So if you are struggling to get a remote job, look at the side gigs and the side hustles. Time to pivot and go in a different direction. Because like Tan said, we're so accustomed to making 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, $50 an hour, when we may or may not get that remote job that's paying that much, or we may wait to get the remote job because so many people are working from home. So many people want to work from home. So it's you versus 500 people. When we post these jobs, we don't know sometimes how many openings they have. Sometimes the recruiters or the companies will reach out and say, hey, 2 chicks, can you guys promote this for me? I need 500 people. I need 400, 200, 100. But sometimes we don't know. It could be just one opening. So therefore, if that is the case and it's me versus 1,000 people and it's only one opening, I need to be looking in a different direction, because a lot of people don't know about the side gigs and the side hustle. So don't sleep on them. Get you a separate email. Come back to the video. The videos stay up. Go and look at some of the other live stream videos so that you guys can see what the other kings and queens are doing to bring in side hustle money. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. The wheel has already been created.
Yep.
Sherry, does Ellis have an app, Tan?
I don't think so.
Okay. Tan says she don't think they have an app. I didn't think they did either.
Wrong. I could be wrong though.
Show Lady C says, let's go, Terrence. Sherry says, if you're new here, you are blessed. These ladies are the ghosts. They teach us how to survive out here. Thank you, Sherry. We appreciate it, Queen. Short Lady C says, so true. Thank you, Short Lady C. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Jewel says, does anyone know how the free cash app works? Not sure about that one, Jewel.
Yeah, you play games. Free cash.
Oh, free cash. Okay.
Yeah, you play games.
Games.
You have to download. Okay. You have to download the games from the free cash platform. So if you have them downloaded on your phone or whatever already, then you know, and you need to uninstall those games.
Easton's Day One says, cashed out on 5 on Gravy Pass and 5 on Brand B. Okay. Congrats. Leonica says, I'm doing good. She says, how are you, P. Cross? And she says, thank you and congrats to you as well, Reba. Celia says, Sherry, 1,000%. And it shows with all these testimonies tonight. God bless y'all, Carl and Tan. Thank you. Thank you so much, Queen. Jewel, she says, is there a way to copy and paste all these links? Are you able to click on the links, Queen? Sure Lady C says, me too, Carl. Laugh out loud. Hey, Jackie. She says, hey, 2 chicks and fam. Sherry says, yes, sure, Lady C and Celia. And sure, Lady C says, hey, Jackie. Lady 7 says, I have a question. Does everyone do like the survey sites one day and then the other side gigs on different days? I'll put it up here, Queen. Leonica says, hey, sister Jockey. Nicole says, I cashed out 20 on Gravy Pass. I'm still adding on to my others like Cash Kick and Play Well and Money Time. Well, congrats on the 20, Queen.
All right.
Excellent. Sure, let's see. You got some money, Queen, on Money Time now. 45.
All right.
Leonica said, what is Gravy Pass? She says it's through Google Wallet and you pick games to play that let you cash out at 5. Okay. Reba says, we will. That's what do over here. She says, prayer is the key. That's what we do over here. Prayer is the key. Thank you, Queen Reba. Ashley says, someone was asking why people always gatekeep the work from home jobs and they come in and mention that y'all give out the best advice. Well, thank you, Ashley, for telling us that. Thank you. Leonica says, okay, thanks. I will look for it on Google, Nicole. Sure Lady C says, hey, Shirley. My Wilkinson says, happy belated Earl and happy birthday, Leonica. Reba says, congrats, Shirley. Mr. Trent says, congrats to everyone. Shanna says, congrats to all. And he says, everyone like and share, please. Thank you. Sense and Cash says, best play, just play. Cue me, Scrambly, have low cash outs. If I need gas money real quick, I jump on Cue me. Hey, sister, so right. She said, hello, 2 chicks and family, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Come on in. So, right, let us know what you got. I know I'm sick of her asking me that every time I come on her. Hey, Cookie Monster. She says, hey, everybody. Cue me, Terrence. That one is an easy survey site. Sure Lady C says, hey, so right, and Cookie Monster. Reba says, congrats, Autism Mommy. Thanks for always sharing, and congrats to Knit and Crochet. Hey, Ayana. She says, hey, happy Sunday, Kings and Queens, Miss Tan and Miss Kerr. I hope y'all are doing well, liked and shared. Thank you, Queen. Thank you. And how are you, Ayana? We are great, Queen. Sure Lady C says, hey, Ayana. And so right says, hello, sis, Leonica. Ayana says, hey, Sure Lady C. Reba says, hey, Earl, hope you had a wonderful birthday. Ayana says, hey, so right, and Leonica. Growing Good Hair says 100. Thank you, Queen. So right says, Ayana, hello, happy Sunday. Hey, Amy, welcome back. She says, hi. Reba says, okay, Shasta. Helen says, I entered the Walmart 250 gift card sweepstakes on Fedge. Okay. Well, hopefully you win, Queen. Shasta says the handshake, they target college students that's interning or just started working on their majors. However, you'll receive something based off your resume, if any. Thank you, Queen, for answering. Teresa says, hi, Amy. Sure Lady C says, hey, Amy. Off the Grid says 21 on our view. It signed up yesterday, got paid today. Hey, look at that. Look at that. Congrats, Off the Grid. That was fast, huh? So I did the side hustle video yesterday on here. So if you missed that one, then you missed a good one.
Yes, we're going to do your brain. Bye-bye.
And this queen signed up yesterday. The video went up yesterday and got paid already. So I'm going to drop it here in the chat. This is the one where you are taking pictures of property. Could be residential, could be commercial.
Mm-hmm.
Link is in the chat, everybody. Queen Patty says, I cashed out 55 more with Product Tube. Now she is at $535. She says, my son cashed out 15 more. Total of $115 each now. Product Tube also invites non-members to also earn money for videos, which is awesome. All right,
All right.
another side hustle, everybody. Congratulations. Y'all be sure to share the video with somebody you know that's looking for remote jobs. Go and spread the word. We are trying to help as many people as we possibly can. Product tube is in the chat. Y'all be sure to get that egg. Hey, DeBarge. DeBarge says, hello. I've been following you ladies for a while. Just applied to RWS. Thank you. No problem. Keep us posted. Oh, okay. So, Jules, so when you get to our website at the bottom, you'll see like a apply here link or a button that says apply here. It may be green, turquoise looking, and you just click there. Leonica says, congrats, sis. Patty T. P. Cross says, I have really been diving into mystery shopping, the best paying one on my roster so far as market force. Okay, P. Cross.
All right.
Ayana says she got 130 on D-Scout.
Look at y'all.
All right now. D-Scout, another egg, everybody, another side hustle.
And if you are new, y'all write down these companies that people are making money off of. That's why we invite them to come back and share their experiences so that you will know that the companies that we talk about, that they are making money off of them. So make sure y'all, if you're new, write down some of these companies. Go back and research. Is somebody downstairs? Is somebody down?
So I'm going to put D-Scout here. We had another queen to make over $15,000 from this side hustle. The link is in the chat. Y'all be sure to get the egg in the basket. Leonica says, congrats, Ayana. Patty says she got 45 on Click Worker, 493 Prolific. I just started this one, $3 on MTurk. I just started this one, $2.33 on Eureka, 30 on Taskverse, and 16,000 points on Fetch. Look at you, Patty. Congrats, Queen. All right now.
All right.
Anybody else got any more good news? We done had a lot of good news tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Ayana says, thank you, Leonica. Patty says, thanks, sis, Leonica. Reba says, I do the surveys early in the morning because they go fast. She says, awesome, Lorraine. Lillian says, congrats, Patty. Patty says, thanks. Earl says, has anyone done an announced audit of an H&R Block tax preparation location? Looks like somebody said they did one. I want to say it might have been Cynthia Earl. But if anybody else here has done one, please let King Earl know. Lady 7 said, let me add Cumi eggs. All right now. Shirley says, AKA Beatrice, thanks for all of the congrats and same to y'all. Patty says, happy belated birthday and happy early birthday to all born this month. Ellen says, congrats to everyone and thank you. You're welcome, Queen. Celia says, congrats, Patty girl. Patty says, congrats to all making money and getting jobs and eggs in their basket. And she says, thank you, Celia. Nicole says, I have tried 2 or 3 hits now. That is picking the best picture I get to the last one. The number changes and acts like I'm doing a test, so it never completes it. For which one, Nicole? I view it. May have to reach out to the company, Queen. Patty says, thank you, Celia. Beatrice says, she said, I was thinking about that one, audit H&R Earl. Look who in the chat, Elda. Hey, girl. She says, hey, 2 chicks. What's going on, Elda? Short Lady C says, hey. And Lillian says, hey. Elda says, hey to the chat. She says, hey, Short Lady C, Lillian. She says, wow, Patty. Reba says, awesome. You are cutting up. Congrats, Helen. Hey, Drea. She says, hi, everyone. Turn said, what, 15,000? Good goobly. Short Lady C says, hey, Drea. Kizzy says, hi, 2 chicks. Hey, Kizzy. No, that's what she made, Elzai. That was the payout. She sent us a screenshot of what she made. It was 15,000 off of that one site. Drew said, "We are in a blizzard, girl. Take cover." Oh, for M Turk Nicole. I don't know. You may want to reach out to them.
Yeah.
His mom said, "El died." She says, "Hey sis." Short Lacey says, "Hey Kizzy." Kizzy is another one of our queens that was cutting up on the live. That last live with all that good news she had.
Mm-hmm.
Kizzy, you got some good news for us tonight, Queen? Yeah, I said, "Oh, I misheard that. Oopsie." She says, "Hey, autism mommy." Patty says, "Hi, El Dot." Celia says, "These testimonies, they on fire, y'all." Patty said, "Laugh out loud, Terrence." Jack says, "I got 0. Okay, Kizzy, yeah. She says, "I've been thinking about applying to Omni to try to text client." Go ahead, Queen.
Mm-hmm. Let me say this about the text client. It is not doing taxes. It is providing customer service for the software. So don't go in there thinking it's doing taxes, because it's not. And another thing, they have a great tool in there. I forget what they call that book, but they have a book that it's really a document that they have a lot of answers to the questions that people ask. So they have a great, we call it a data dictionary. That's what, for lack of a better word, they have a great data dictionary. So they have a lot of scenarios. So if somebody says, "I can't find my adjusted gross income," you can go in this data dictionary and type "how to find adjusted gross income," and it will pull up and you can read the answer verbatim. So check that out.
So Kizzy got a testimony. I'm coming, Kizzy. Helen says, "Hey, Eldad." Beatrice says, "Hey, Eldad, how are you?" She says, "Been missing you." Priscilla says, "Congrats to everyone making them dollars and made another year old. Happy birthday." Eldad says, "Hey, Helen." So Queen Kizzy says, "Carolyn Tan, I've been eyeing 2 apartment shops, 150 each, but I'm waiting on them to hit just right on my feed since it will be a little hike, of a drive. But that's good, girl. $300. Shoot. Again, everybody, you might want to take a look at the apartment mystery shop company. We've had several queens to get a lot of it.
Yeah.
And like Tan was saying earlier, you look for a part-time job. The part-time job may pay $15 an hour, but you might have to work a minimum of 10 hours a week. That's $150 when you can easily walk into an apartment, do a mystery shop in 30-40 minutes and walk out with $150. So you got to make it make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying don't get the part-time job. If you got to have it, hey, we just have to have it. But in the meantime, take a look at some of the alternative ways to bring in side hustle money. Queen, so right. I know the last time we were on the live last week, this queen was already over $2,000 off of the mystery shop sites.
Mm-hmm.
In the month of September, this queen made over $3,000 off of mystery shop. So again, kings and queens, the new kings and queens here, don't knock and don't sleep on the side gigs and the side hustles. Everybody's experience, of course, will be different because we all have different work ethics. I work hard. And I'm not saying Tan don't, but she knows that I put in the work for it, the 2 chicks with a side hustle. I work for y'all. I come on here, we do the videos, we work for you guys. Tan has a full-time job in the daytime and she has a family. So everybody's going to be different. She got Kids. I don't have any kids here. I got a tiny roommate, but she doesn't live with me. Tan has a family. I don't really have that. So I can kind of stick and move how I want to. But she has a family that she has to think about. Autism Mommy has a family. Whereas to Teresa, L. These queens may not have all of that going on. So don't look at it like, oh, Autism Mommy, she over there making almost $4,000 a month. Why I can't make $4,000 a month? Because what you're doing and what she's doing is two different things.
Mm-hmm.
We do the testimonies. They put the testimonies in here. This is to motivate you, not in competition with you. So everybody's experience with every single thing, it will be totally different. You live in totally two different cities and states. So if I sign up for Ellis and Autism Mommy, I'm just using her for an example. If she signs up for Ellis, we're not going to have the same thing on the portal, on the dashboard. It will not be the same.
Mm-hmm.
It won't be the same. And her work ethic, it may not be the same as my work ethic. We live in two different households, two different cities, two different states. So the testimony should motivate you, not saying that, oh, the L. made $1,500 on that one side hustle. Why I can't make it? Y'all, work ethic gonna be so different. It's gonna be totally different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
L. says, hey, Beatrice, just been offline dealing with life. Well, welcome back, Queen. L. Jockey says, I got 26 cents from Best Play, Just Play, 90, 74, IntelliZoom, user testing, $2, paid viewpoint, 541, and quick rewards, 18 cents. Girl, they giving away money. Oh, just on there. Congratulations, Queen. Kizzy said Ellis and Grace Hill, the Training Factor, and they are sister companies. Okay. Thank you. Leonica says, get it, sis. A jockey. Eldar says, hey, Leonica. Terrence says, apartment mystery. I can do 2 or 3 a day. Just depends on what they have in your area, Terrence. What state are you in? So again, everybody, if you are in a certain state, I know Texas, of course, we know that's a big state. So Texas will have probably more shops than somebody in a small town. So everybody will not have the same thing because it is going to be based off of your zip code in the area that you are in. Presto Shopper, this is another good mystery shop. One of our queens was making a couple of $100 a day off of this site, but she lives in Texas. So she was able to drive to different cities in Texas. And Presto is another mystery shop company. It is a good one also. Link is in the chat. Leonica says, hey, outside, how are you? Ajaka says, thanks, sis, Leonica. Short Lady C says, get on it, Terrence. He says, all righty now. Leonica says, you're welcome, Ajaki. Celia says, and you know what? How many of us could use 10, 15, 20 right now for doing a mystery shop or playing some games? Girl, that $10 is going to put gas in my car to get my kids to and from school. Amen.
Right.
Lillian says, congrats to Jockey. Terrence says, yes, Short Lady C. Short Lady C says, I agree. Jockey says, thanks, Lillian. Reba says, Leonica, how are your boys? Jockey says, thanks to Chicks. You're welcome, Queen. And she says, they are doing good. Thanks for asking, Reba. Celia says, so not only are the queens giving us the names of the side hustles, but they are also keeping it real. Y'all know you would take that extra 10, 15 right now. And Leonica says a little extra, it does go a long way. Amen to that. She says, right, come on now. Oh, you in Virginia, Terrence? Okay. Leonica says, yes, Celia. Reba says, you know, I had to get Leonica. I have 2 grandsons and they are my heart. I have girls too, but them boys need that special attention. This sweet queen. Any more testimonies? I know we got some more people in the chat. And again, if you are new here, take a look at the beginner-friendly company. Research the companies, read the job descriptions, because a lot of the beginner-friendly, they are state-specific. And do we have anybody in here? I'm sure we do. Bachelor's degrees. If you have a bachelor degree, put it in the chat. There is a company that is hiring people ASAP, non-phone, no interview. But you will have to have a bachelor's degree, and they are state specific. So if you have a bachelor's degree, let us know that in the chat, and I'm gonna drop the company here in the chat. We've had several people to be hired within the last couple of weeks with this company. Leonica says, I only have 2 boys and they are my world, Reba. Ayana says, I am grateful and thankful for it all because there's 10 to 20 I didn't have or extra. Patty says, I'm also in Virginia, Terrence. She says, is it snowing where you are? Leonica says, forgot to mention, I am almost at cash out again on Pillar 8. I have 235 credits that have been transferred over for withdrawal. Okay.
Wow.
Congrats. Another side hustle egg, everybody. I'm going to get that one too. Pillar 8. I was hired with this one. I've already cashed out close to $200. This is an easy one. No interview, no resume, no experience. You are basically reading scripts. That's it. That's it, and that's all. And they do pay out direct deposit. Non-phone. So you ain't talking to anybody. You just sign up. That's all you got to do. Separate email, go sign up. I'm going to drop the link here in a second. First one on the list. There are some other non-phone companies on here, but the main one that I'm focused on is number 1. And again, this is a non-phone, no interview. You are just reading a script. That's it. Don't need a resume, just sign up. Good for moms. And congrats, Leonica. Patty says, congrats, sis, Leonica. Kizzy says, hi, short lady C. Shanna got a testimony. She says, I have $41.99 on branded, $21.58 on Hey Cash, $15.16 top survey, $7.17 cash kick, $137 on Nice Drummer, $19 on Just Play, $166 on Click Worker, and $175 on Eureka.
All right.
Hey, Shanna, congrats, queen.
Congrats.
Eldon says, hey, short lady C. Leonica says, thanks, Patty. Patty says, I forgot to mention that I received a welcome letter from Handshake before I started my vacation on Friday. Okay.
All right. Congrats,
Handshake hiring now. Go ahead, girl. Congrats. I'm setting up the account right now. Leonica says, congrats, Shanna. Patty says, you're welcome. And she says, congrats, sis, Patty. Shanna says, thanks, Leonica. Desiree says yes. Okay, Desiree. Ursula, I saw you. I'm going to drop it in a second, Jewel. Hang on. Leonica says you're welcome. Ashley says she got a master's. I have Cookie Monster. I have. They rejected some of mine, but I think it was my fault because I think what happened was I thought I was done and I stopped talking and I went on and hit the the button to submit it, and then it got rejected. Leonica says thanks. Lillian says congrats. Leonica says, what type of error, Queen, are you getting? And Short Lady C says, glad the boys are doing good. Shanna says, thanks, Lillian. Leonica says, thank you. Reba says, Leonica, congrats, you're doing it. Shanna, I can't get out because I'm enjoying these testimonies. It's like having church on first Sunday. I got a testimony. Anybody to share the news. Hey, Original. She says, hey, everybody. Leonica says, yes, I got to, Reba. Rona, hey, Queen. She says, good evening, ladies. Just completed my first virtual interview with Aspen Dental.
All right.
Congrats. So Aspen Dental, one of our queens here told us about that one. If anyone is interested in that one, I'm going to drop it here in the chat along with the other company, but I got to go get the links. So just hang on 1 second. I'm coming. We did Aspen Dental a few weeks ago, and one of our queens, she reached out to us and said that they were looking for 120 agents. So with this one, you are basically scheduling dental appointments. Now the pay for this one starts at $15.50, but the bonuses for you making the calls and getting the appointments, they pay, I think it's $1 or $1.25 per each appointment. So you could go from making $15.50 to like $20 an hour with this company. They do provide equipment also. And they do have full and part-time jobs available. So if anyone is interested in this one, you are scheduling dental appointments. Y'all be sure to check out Aspen Dental. Link is in the chat. So y'all take a look at that one. And then Measurement Inc. If you have a bachelor's degree, y'all be sure to get this egg in the basket. This one, you are scoring the test papers. They are state specific. California people, you are on the list, but you have to have the bachelor's degree or higher. No interview, work when you want company.
Ooh. Stop, Asha.
Let me see.
Asha, stop.
Cookie Monster, have you tried reaching out to the company? Pillar 8. Nicole says, what do you do when they ask for backup internet speeds or backup computer info?
Backup computer info.
You know, sometimes them companies will be like, remember when we used to teach, some of the companies wanted us to have like a backup computer just in case something happened to their main computer?
Oh, they never did they ask questions about it?
No, I don't remember them asking no question, but I just remember some of them wanted us to have a backup computer just in case.
Yeah, I do remember that
happened to the computer, but they never asked for like the internet. I don't remember them asking for the internet speed. Who asked that, Nicole? What company? If you can share. Short Lady C says, hey, Rona. Elda says, congrats. Leonica says, as a tip for the ones who do Pillar 8, in the description box, always type this script. I'm going to put it up here. Thank you, Leonica. Told ya, she says, I also have a bachelor. So look in the chat, Queen. I just dropped the company. It is Measurement Inc., where you are scoring test papers. Patricia, hey, Queen. Lillian says, congrats, Rona. Leonica says they should give you the reason why it was rejected. Cookie Monster. Rona says, yes, that's how I found out about it then. You ladies gave me the heads up. Okay, Rona, well, congrats. Keep us posted, Queen.
Yeah, thank you for sharing.
T says, congrats, everybody. And Leonica says, congrats, Rona. She says, how are you, T? Celia says, and for all the new people, there's a big misconception around these gaming apps and survey apps. Like they're too good to be true, but look at all of these testimonies from those gaming and survey apps. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you.
Sure Lady C says, congrats, Rona. Lady 7 says, do you know of any that are HS degree and fashion art friendly? I have applied to Stitch Fix and Rent the Runway. I don't know. Lady 7.
Let me see if that's hard. Let's see.
I would say maybe look at Ross. I know Ross, sometimes they'll have like their customer service or HR remote jobs open. Look at some of the companies like Live Ops. Live Ops has the one, and I won't say the name, but it begins with an N, ends with E, and it's the shoe company, tennis shoe company, very famous. They have that one. It's like a chat job. Some of the companies will have like the retail under their umbrella or fashion under their umbrella. I got one that I'm gonna drop this week. I may do it tomorrow. I just found out who the client is, but it is a fashion client. Amazon, look at the one that I dropped today. Look at the video from today. That one, I think their client is Shopbop. They deal with like luxury fashion. So look at that one also. The video that's up today on here. And there are a few more. Just can't think of them.
Yeah.
They do like the fashion, retail. Victoria's Secrets, sometimes they'll have their customer service. I hadn't seen it though in a while.
Customer service positions?
Huh?
Is she looking for customer service positions or just fashion?
Fashion, art friendly. So, retail, fashion, clothes.
Okay.
So I would say look, keep these on the roster. Rouse, look at Live Ops. They got the shoe company. Next Rep, they got a shoe client too. I can't think of the name of who the client is, but I know they got a shoe client. One of my friends used to do the shoe client. Victoria's Secret, every now and then they'll have like their customer service for, the retail part. Land's End, I know they at one point, I hadn't seen them either, but at one point they had their customer service reps for their fashion catalog.
I'm gonna put a couple of jobs in here. Forbes has a fashion editor. I'll just put the links because I don't know. And
Elda says, hey, T. T says, I'm doing okay, Leonica, and yourself. She says, I'm doing good. Okay, Patricia.
As an associate creative director, I don't know if that will fit.
Patricia says she got 15 from eJewelry, 20 to do a mystery shopping audit. Pay viewpoint, she got 544. Congratulations, Queen.
All right.
Another side hustle, everybody, the jewelry one. Where you can do the online, be an online jeweler.
Let me get the link.
I got it.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to get to the jobs because Tan getting sleepy.
I am.
So look at this link, everybody. This is a good side hustle. If you want to be on a jury, some of these companies pay really good. T says, hi, Eldar. Shayna says, thanks, Reba. Hey, Karima, thank you. P. Cross, look in the chat, Queen, for Measurement Inc. They are state specific, everybody. Show Lady C says, hey, Kari. Rona says, thanks, ladies. Yannicka says, you're welcome, Carl. Show Lady C says, hey, Patricia. Hey, Shira. She says, good evening, ladies. Show Lady C says, hey, Shira. Jay says, hey, everyone. Tan, did you find any info on how I could reach out to someone at RBG besides the scheduler?
Oh, yeah, my friend, she didn't know. She did not know.
Thank you, Short Lady C.
She
said,
looked in her account, but there was no information about how to reach out. I'm sorry.
Cookie Monster says, in Handshake, everybody be sure to read the modules before doing assessments. There is an onboarding go-to that before you start. Okay. Thank you, Cookie Monster, for that info. P. Cross said, you okay?
Who okay? Me?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, she just asked.
Oh, okay.
Nicole says they ask for screenshot and info. Oh, yeah. Crew Bloom, they do ask for that. Yeah, I forget they do ask. That's the one company that I know of wants to see it.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody has said that. They do.
Yeah. Patty says, thank Cookie Monster. But they the only ones that I can think of that ask for an actual, I guess, picture. Because the other companies, they'll say it, but they don't ask to see screenshots.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Lady 7, she says, okay, thank you so much. I am open to customer service. I will screenshot these.
Okay.
Cookie Monster, Leonka, I'm going to ask. I had no problem getting hired the first time. Reba says, they have reached out to me through email. I just haven't responded back yet. I got all these phones over here trying to catch up on some of these surveys. She says, congrats, Patricia. Hey, Cynthia. She says, hi, Two Chicks and Two Chicks fam. I'm just getting in from my birthday weekend celebration. I will go back and watch the replay. Well, happy belated, Queen. Thank you for liking and sharing. Leonica says, I've been working with the company since December of last year. And Leonica says, hey, Cynthia. Drea says, for the online juror, she says, you have to pay attention. You do. Sholesi says, hey, Cynthia. RWS, that's the one where you may have to train the AI bots. Let me go find it, Queen, and I'll repost it. Give me 1 second. So they are number 10, and we're going to go on and get to the jobs because Tan is getting sleepy. She going to ran me up off her.
You funny.
Somebody answered Cookie Monster. One of the queens said that she uses the pen. She said no one answered about Ellis. They keep sending me closed stuff. What is the camera? They say something about telephone. So Ellis does have the telephone mystery shops also. Everybody won't get them, Cookie Monster, but maybe they have sent you some.
Mm-hmm.
But a camera, the glasses, one of the queens said she bought a pair of the glasses, the eyeglasses that you can record through for $45 off of Amazon. I think somebody else said they had like a necklace. Lillian says, hey, Cynthia, I'm going to put this up. So right. Says, I'm close to $2,700 for this month. She says, I'm trying to hit 35. The weather is pushing me back inside, girl. Y'all see this? The queen, so right. Congratulations. This is from Mystery Shop. $2,700, everybody, from Mystery Shop. Side gig, side hustle. So again,
Yeah.
if you missed anything, the video will stay up. You guys are more than welcome to watch the replay. And then you can just kind of go back through, jot down some of the companies that were talked about in tonight's video. But this is Queen So Right. This queen be knocking it at the park when it comes to the mystery shop company. She don't play around. Her or her daughter, because her daughter makes money from doing the mystery shop sites also.
Mm-hmm.
And with the mystery shops and the gaming apps and the survey sites and some of the other task-based sites, you do not have to do an interview. You won't need a resume. They're not going to be calling you saying, hey, Tan, we need you to come get on this computer and do these jobs or do these tasks or surveys or whatever. You do these in your own time. You feel like making some money, you jump on and see what's available. If you don't, hey, you don't have to worry about it. You don't have to. And you don't have to wait. See, with the with the remote jobs, you might have to wait because everybody wants to work from home. Y'all see it? Y'all see what's happening on the news, right? When you turn on the computer, you look on the internet, you go to YouTube, you go to Facebook. Some company, can guarantee you somebody gonna be laid off in the morning. Somebody somewhere gonna be laid off tomorrow. Every time I turn on the computer, some company is letting thousands of people go somewhere. So with the mystery shops, with the prolifics, the cloud research, the prime opinions, you don't have to wait around on somebody to call you on the phone. With the remote jobs, it's a waiting game. You can ask some of the queens and kings here in the chat. Some of our queens just said, forget it. We don't even want a job. I'm good with the side gigs and the side hustles because they making more money. So it's just something to think about, everybody. We will be coming back live again on Wednesday. If Tan feels like it, we might come back on here tomorrow. But if not, we will be back on Wednesday. And now we finna get to the jobs. I'm finna be quiet.
All right. Carol will put the link in the chat. These are 15 work from home jobs that are hiring anywhere in the United States. So if you live in the hard to find states, make sure you check out this list. The first one is an enrollment advisor with National University. You will be proactively engaged with prospective students via phone, text, and email throughout all stages of the enrollment process. Build, report, and guide students through the initial enrollment steps, and partnering with them with enrollment specialists. Accurately document all interactions in Salesforce. Manage and complete the inquiry to enrollment. Demonstrate professionalism. Collaborate effectively as a team player. Perform other duties as assigned. A bachelor's degree is preferred, or an equivalent of a combination of education and experience working in a team environment. Experience in education or consultative sales preferred. They offer full benefits. And again, this position is hiring all over the U.S. and it is $20 to $24 an hour. The next one is a care coordinator for Equitable, and they are looking for a case coordinator. Again, it is all for the entire United States. You work 8:30 to 5. You're the primary point of contact for financial professionals and internal wholesalers who submit new applications on behalf of clients purchasing financial products. This role is responsible for ensuring applications and funds transfer documents meet all regulatory standards and client information is full and complete. This is a remote position. You'll manage a personal caseload to resolve errors, omissions within the department guidelines. This position, again, works 8:30 to 5. You need a college degree, 1 year call center experience, and listening skills. Make sure you check this one out. Number 6 is a customer service support associate for Fanatics. You will act as a liaison between Fanatics Collectibles and the collectors as a single point of contact to all collector inquiries. You'll need be liaise between Fanatics Collectibles and collectors, model exemplary service through web message, voice, and email channels, delight collectors, apply good judgment on case-by-case basis. You need a positive, collector-minded individual with a passion to serve, good knowledge of trading, strong problem solving, excellent interpersonal skills, able to multitask, proficiency in Microsoft Suite, experience working through web message, voice, and email channels with customers, and willingness to have flexible work hours, including evenings and weekends. And the pay for this position is $20 to $25 an hour. And I'll read one more. Number 12 is a customer service rep for Parsley Health. Now, they're seeking candidates to work remotely Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So if you're Mountain Standard or Pacific Standard, those two time zones are highly preferred. Provide exceptional member service through prompt and accurate and knowledgeable responses to member inquiries. Maintain ownership of member issues from receipt of the initial request to resolution. Maintain comprehensive understanding of company's products and services. Manage inbound and outbound member inquiries via phone, SMS, and online messaging. You need 1 year of relevant work experience in a one-to-one client-patient facing role. Healthcare tech startup experience preferred. Empathetic customer service approach. Call management system preferred. Just Call or Help Scout. A passion to help others, and you can comfortably resolve issues over the telephone. The starting rate for this position is $24.25 an hour. And there are 12 other ones on this list. Go check them out. All of them can be, you can be hired if you live in the hard to find states. You just need to live in the United States.
And the link is in the chat. Cynthia says, hi, Lillian. Short Lady C says, happy belated birthday, Cynthia. And Leonica says, happy belated birthday. Hers is Wednesday. Leonica says, get it. Queen So Right says, hope you enjoyed your birthday, Cynthia. She says, thank you, Short Lady C. April says, happy belated birthday to all. Shira says, hey, Short Lady C. So Right says, thank you, sis Leonica. Reba says, I seen that link to my cousin. She just got laid off on Friday. I just so happened to call and check on her, and I told her about you guys and shared the link. Thank you, Reba. Sorry to hear about the layoff, but thank you for sharing. Wow. Cynthia says, thank you, Leonica and nephews. Lorraine says, congrats, So Right. Cynthia says, thank you, So Right. So Right says, Lorraine, thank you. Cynthia says, way to go, So Right. Patricia says, I ordered me recording pen that you can record through a camera on a pan and audio through Temu. Okay. Leo Love and Lance says, that's awesome, So Right. Lillian says, congrats, So Right. Rona got the heart eyes. The Onika says, thank you. She said, you're welcome, Cynthia. Celia says, congrats, girl, So Right. So Right says, thank you, fam. Short Lady C says, congrats. Oh, really? Cynthia says, be careful with the recording glasses. Some people will spot you as a potential mystery shopper. That info was given to me by one of the schedulers. Okay. Show Lady C says, congrats, So Right. And Leonica says, you're welcome, So Right. Reba says, you are the GOAT, So Right. Congrats. Hey, Lula. She says, good luck, everyone, on your future endeavors. Cookie Monster, last question. Does the tracker stay up? My people keep asking me when they come. Of course, when you all not live.
Yeah.
Ronald says, so very true. Chloe says, hey, Queens, I'm in trouble getting paid from Pillar 8. It's saying Stripe or DOS is how I get paid. Can anyone help me out? So you have to connect your bank account, Queen, to Stripe. And that's how they pay you out. Live, Love, and Laugh says, this economy sucks. It does.
Mm-hmm.
Cynthia said, wait a minute, Tan done blinked 3 times in a row. You know what time it is. Yeah, we finna get out here. Simpson Cash says, anyone making money with the phone mystery shop. Queen Dawn, she makes a lot of money with Gig Spot. She's not on here, Simpson Cash, but she's been on previous live streams, several. And she has made good money. She made $200 in one day with Gig Spot telephone shops. Lorraine says, happy belated. Cynthia Cookie Mom said, yes, my daughter still has to go to work. She worked for Homeland Security, no pay. See, sad. Leonica says, DOTS is for the people who are in Nigeria and etc. Stripe is for the people in the U.S., Chloe. So the link is in the chat, everybody. And y'all said Tan is over there blinking. You know what, Kizzy? I didn't really know. I was just on there doing recordings, Queen. And then once, I think when that month rolled around, like from December, I started in December. So from December to January, they said that's what I had. Because I was like, I didn't know I had that much. Because it's, it's credits. So I'm like, I don't really know how these credits work. So I was just on there constantly doing the recordings back to back to back to back to back to back to back. And I think I had a few referrals too. So that may have helped. Referrals also. L. You was right here in this chat. So it's one chat for us. It looked like 2 for y'all, but it's everything comes here. Hey, Jack. Jack says, hi, y'all. Checking in from the Bay Area, Cali. Hope y'all are well out there. We are great. King, how are you? He says, hi, Tan and Kara. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. Cholet says, hey, Jack. I'm going to put this up, Leonica. So Ray said, Jack, can we borrow some Cali weather for Georgia? Please laugh out loud. Said, Leonica, do you have a schedule that you follow? I'm trying to work it and can't remember WG's schedule. T says, thanks, Tan and Curly, everyone in the chat. Jack said he gonna send some warmer weather vibes to all of you suffering in the cold. Cynthia says, for sure, anyone that needs to make money, follow the 2 chicks because they are 100. Thank you, Cynthia.
Thank you.
Y'all 100 too, though. We could not have done this and pulled this off without people coming on here and giving testimony. We finna go, y'all, because Earl said, Tan, that's the 2-minute warning. And Tammy said, Tan said it's bedtime.
Yes.
We finna go, everybody. It's been real. Thank y'all so much for joining us tonight. And so, right, she answered the question, L. Mansfield. She did it from Mystery Shop. But catch us on the next live stream.
We'll be here.
Thank you, everybody. Y'all have a great night. And we will see y'all on the next one.
Yeah. Bye-bye.